We're
Waiting
surviving.
on the...
Yes. I was gonna say we're surviving the heat wave. Barely.
Yes.
What is surviving?
Unfortunately, waking up in the mornings.
Damn it.
I know, right? I didn't say it was a good thing. I just said we were doing it. There is a Rurik completely stretched out across my bed.
Oh, baby.
He's just like, nope.
I give up. I don't blame you, kid. I wish I could.
Yep. Yeah, just waiting on peoples.
Yep. So we have determined that the bumps, the sore bumps on my head are cysts.
More than likely, anyway.
I kind of guessed.
Yeah. When you were talking about it originally, I thought you were talking like tiny little bumps, but no, those are big bumps, and they are very familiar bumps to me because I get them quite often because I sweat a lot.
They're very sore and I hate everything.
They get like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was concerning because my neck is also really sore, and I'm not sure what I did there. But my neck on one side is super heckin' sore, and I can't wear my hair in a ponytail right now because it hurts everything.
Well,
So
the good news is about cysts for the most part is if you leave them alone, they do tend to calm down on their own. They might not go away immediately.
The downside is they get worse in the heat.
Yep.
of course they do.
Yep.
Once again, they're usually caused by excess sweat and dirt building up.
Why is it giving me the character answer?
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell knows?
There.
This is his type of thing. Like, because I'm in so much pain, I haven't really been able to focus on much of anything, so I'm just making Sims. Well, I was able to focus on editing the rest of my videos today, at least, but yeah, I figured I had to do something because I got excused from work because I was in so much pain.
I just slept.
I did go back to sleep for a bit.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, if the pain in my neck doesn't get any better, then I'll probably call the doctor later in the week.
Face. Wait. No, that's correct. AC's correct. Cool.
I want to put a cold llama against my neck, but my headphones are too big.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put a cold llama down your shirt and put its head against the front of your neck?
Well, the pain is on the side of my neck, so. It's not so much a cold llama for heat, it's a cold llama for pain.
Yes.
Bing bong.
Bong.
Bing bong.
Cactus!
Yeah.
Cactus.
say it was hot enough that we had cheese sitting out for dinner, and it's like, oh, I need to put this back in the. That does not get to stay out
That's
of the
kind
fridge.
of important. Is there
Delicious,
a
delicious
box?
pepper jack.
Smacks cheese on the counter.
Oh my god,
Cheese.
that's-
Puts cheese back in the fridge. Cheese.
Did Roll20 give you guys a Cloudflare thing?
No, it's working for
no.
me.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I'm
Roll20 gave me the make sure base what I usually see for DDoS protection.
Oh.
And I'm like,
interesting.
huh.
Let me try to re-access Roll20. Nope, it's rolling just fine for me.
Right in? Okay, well, it's rude. Measure
Being so
code.
rude.
Measure
It's
code.
so rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, show the pitiful fool how much they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I found this TikTok of this DM who I don't know, like, because I don't know what the context of it was. Because it was obviously part of like some channel that does D&D stuff on TikTok. But like,
Yeah.
it came in the middle of a discussion, and it was like they were talking about the fact that this encounter had their characters who had maybe 30 hit points, maybe a little bit more than that, go up against somebody who could do like 60 damage.
1 second.
And the DM was just like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I don't know. There's nothing else I could do. And they're like trying to just figure out if there was any way they could save this character. And
Oh,
it's just
yeah,
like,
I heard that earlier today too, I think.
yeah,
The guy had like 19 hit points and he took 30 bludgeoning and 30 necrotic.
necrotic. Yes, that's exactly the one. Yes, and I do love the dramaticism of it though. That the acting that the DM did. But I was just like, dear God. I would be.
He was like, what did you think when you would come here?
When you would come here.
Yeah, my coworker showed me that one.
When the DM asks if you're sure, that's a warning.
Mm-hmm.
Cactus smiles. Oh, but I clicked away, so draw shade. Nope, circle, freehand. Yes, go do that.
The tool looks interesting.
Yep.
And I don't have a use for it until I punch something explosive.
Oh my god. I got a cheese grater delivered and it was hot out of the mailbox. Ah, I hate that.
Oof. Oh, ow. That's
Mm-hmm.
no thanks.
No, thank you.
Sounds pretty great to me.
Oh my god.
Get out.
I love it.
God damn it. Oh, excuse me. Ming Mong.
Bing bong.
I have arrived.
Hello.
We welcome you.
Sorry for the delay.
It is alright.
I think we're still waiting on Endless.
Mm-hmm.
Endless is heading in right now. They just refilled the water bottle because the sun has just now gone down. It is only 86 in my room up here.
Mm-hmm.
I once again
Yeah.
encourage people to get fans for summer.
Meanwhile,
I don't know if I have a window fan, which is currently on pull because it smells like smoke outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I have
It
a
was
tower
really-
fan.
just to be clear,
It was
they
pretty
have a
crazy
full air
today.
conditioner.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I
So
we
do
have
I still have fans.
we have 2 window fans, one in Leia's room, one in my room. I have a tower fan and the little Honeywell on my desk. Leia has a Honeywell, I think, as well.
I do.
One of
And
our
I have
box
a
fans finally crapped out, but we have the other one and she's using it. And I have my little mini swamp cooler next to me. And the AC behind me. We're still dying.
Yes.
Yeah.
there is still a lot of death happening.
Yes. My swamp
There was
cooler is okay-ish, but it doesn't have very good insulation where you put the ice, so the ice tends to melt really fast. But I also paid like $20 for it.
Yeah.
Well, it is down to 88, and real feel 86. Yay!
We're
So
dying.
we're still
Squirtle.
dying, Squirtle, but at least less death.
It's a little less death, yeah. Little
Yep.
bit. Tiny bit.
Slightly less deathy.
Someday one of us will win the lottery, and we'll just all pile into one giant house with central AC.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
If
I'm
only.
fucking down for that.
I mean, Ren and I know we can live together for several years.
Mm-hmm. And we have an endless.
yes.
Yay!
Oops.
I'm not
Not me
saying
too
it's
hot.
hot, but 2 hobbits just ran in and threw a ring into a thing of fire.
Yeah, that's how you can tell it's pretty dang hot.
Yep.
Jay,
Yeah.
remind me to check after D&D because I'm pretty sure I used a premiere ball, but I have not checked because
Yes.
Wrangle
Cross your
Burr.
fingers.
Bring over.
Rango Burr.
Wrangleburg.
How the heck? I must be out of my mind. How the hell do I change the freaking my character picture?
Your what?
Your
My
character
avatar
what?
picture.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know how to do that one.
I feel like I know, and it's just it's literally escaping my brain.
You know, you started that, and all I heard was the Inspector Gadget theme.
Inspector Gadget. I love that song. It's so good. I love Inspector Gadget.
We have the refugees. Okay, I remember where we are now.
I
Yeah, we're
started.
going into potentially
Here
questionable
we
territory.
go. Yes. Here we go. I can't scream as well as Eric can. If you, Effie,
Yeah.
if you go to your character thingy and not have it blank out like mine just did, come on, load up. You want to load. If you go up to the purple edit that's the very, very, very top left or right side, there you go.
I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it. I know how to do this, and it's escaping my brain.
What is brain? Can you eat it?
Also, Rin.
Hmm?
Well, everyone, but Rin in specific, because I feel she would appreciate the most. The pick crews haven't worked, so I've resorted to trying to find MMOs to make it work.
Oh,
I still
no.
can't find a good picture for Punctia.
Well, I guess I know what my next project's going to be after I finish Ainta.
Okay, she is all done.
Yay!
The closest I've gotten is City of Heroes, and still not quite where I want it.
I do have Baldur's Gate 3 if you want to look at what half-orcs can do there.
Yeah.
I may ask about that later.
Hmm.
I've heard people say that they're unhappy with BG3 for half-orcs because they all look too orky and not human enough.
Ah.
See, if I were to do this in Skyrim, it would be too much orc.
Yeah.
I do love
Well-
orcs, though.
Orcs are very good, yes.
I don't mind orcs. She's a half-orc. There's a very distinct difference.
Yep.
There sure be.
You either look too human or too orc. There's a happy middle ground that no one seems to have found.
So,
So,
Oh.
We have arrived. We have tried to pep talk the poor people who have lost their entire home.
And we've noticed that the cause of all the world's problem, the rich people,
Have,
have run off ahead.
Uh-huh.
The rich
Mayor
people.
Raven is okay with sending you and Darrett in.
As envoys.
We are in as envoys, authority to make whatever arrangements necessary for safety of her people.
Excellent.
Takes about 2 miles. The landing spot of all of our rafts was about 2 miles away. Statues of Titanic soldiers line Kalaman's mighty walls. These ancient stone knights stare into the distance, daring invaders to dash themselves against the defenses that have withstood even the cataclysm. A disorganized neighborhood of tents and ramshackle structures lines the road to the city's nearest gate, where soldiers in blue and yellow uniforms question all who enter. So,
Hey-yo, we just came from a burning town.
Mm-hmm.
So I suspect that Punksa is carrying Sid. What about 2 miles is a bit for Eintha, I'm guessing.
I think we managed to load Eintha. Did we manage? Yeah, we managed to load Eintha's wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
Sid,
couldn't remember.
Sid definitely needs to be carried, but Aitha should be okay.
Mm.
Well, I don't think Sid needs to be carried. Sid wants to be carried.
Sid has
Finger
short
guns.
legs, but also yes.
Who else needs/wants carrying?
Well, I mean,
There are 2 larges and quite a few smalls.
Yeah.
I mean, Nissa would not argue with some carry. It would be lovely.
Nissa, Midir will carry Nissa then.
Punksa
Yay!
is quite all right with being a small helper.
Yay.
Yes.
The smalls are help.
So
Mhm.
yes, approaching the gate.
They
So-
basically give
Well-
you the "what's your business" talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sid was probably going to, if they didn't get approached immediately, Sid was going to wave one of them down and be like, "These are all with us, and we need to talk to somebody in charge." Finger guns awkwardly.
Um,
I'm not sure finger guns is gonna go very well.
That's why they're
Finger
awkward.
guns go fine. Confidence
Mhm.
with finger guns.
Awkward. Always awkward.
Aintha seems very disinterested in trying to be the talky person here.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, oh, sorry.
This is human politics. She has
Yep.
a bad enough time dealing with the bullshit that is elven politics.
I mean, let's be fair. Elven politics is worse.
It is.
That is fair, but we're also all dealing with this, so I think it's an all people's politics thing. That said, if
Uh-huh.
Aitha doesn't want to deal with it,
Fair.
It's staying quiet.
Sid will do their best. Sid is the one who's
So-
supposed to have the charisma to deal with this kind of shit, so
Punksa
mean,
is letting Sid go first.
So
But
does
he has a
Nissa.
plan.
Yeah. They're you just go, "Hey, we're from Vogler. We're looking for people in charge."
Yeah.
Um.
we had a huge problem.
Well, best
Have
place
a
to be
huge
would be up over here at the castle. I'm not
Alright.
watching Rin. I need to fix this real quick.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, you should.
Mm-hmm.
Drag this over there. Nope, I wanted to drag the window over here. Fine, it doesn't want to do that. There it goes.
Lambda.
And there.
Punksa is also going to point out, once they've given us directions, also, you're seeing 2 foofy, noble-looking people, kind of full of themselves.
Oh, yeah. The guy says he remembers their captain leading someone toward the castle.
Oh, goody, they're ahead of us.
Punksa nods, says, "Thank you. It is good. I'll buy you a drink later."
So eat the rich.
Rich.
Always.
Eat the rich.
No, strip the rich, then eat them.
Strip search the rich.
Fabric not good for
Don't eat
digestion.
the rich. Who knows where they've been?
Yes.
Fire
So,
cleanses all.
and this is the town, Nissa, that you were told that there is a wizard here.
Woo!
Do you want to ask the
Wizard!
guard to look around later?
Yeah. Right now, I think Nis is more focused on the current issue, so she will
Okay.
look around later or ask around later if
Okay.
people don't hate us.
A bold assumption.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said if people don't hate us.
Big ol' if.
Because we're well aware that things could go tits up.
Yeah.
Now. Things will always go tits up.
Yeah.
They basically go, just go like this. You can't miss it.
Bet?
No.
It is a castle standing upon 100-foot cliff, so
Yeah.
at the very least, you could get to the base and then walk in a circle till you find the entrance.
This is
But
not a
yes,
good time to
this
get
is
lost.
where we go. It's okay, we don't have a Ryuga in our party. So, to the castle.
To the castle. Even if the imposing castle Calaman didn't stand atop 100-foot cliffs, it would still tower over every other structure of the city. The path rises up the cliffside, overlooked by gigantic statues matching those that line the city walls. At the path's end, guards stand before an open gate.
Punksa will wave to the guards and approach with Sid.
Hello. We need
They're-
to talk to somebody who's in charge, preferably somebody who could deal with the fact that we just brought a whole bunch of refugees from a burned down town to your shores.
They look at each other, and one motions follow with me and leads you guys across a courtyard toward a council chamber, and you hear Lord Loudmouth in there.
Oh
Oh
boy.
God, I hate
What a
this
surprise. Step inside, thanking the guards.
As you guys are crossing over the courtyard, Lord Loudmouth the Younger crosses over to you guys with an arrogant smile. My father has matters well in hand. We'll be sure to send for you and the rest of the fishfolk once we've
Shut
disturbed.
up.
guy. I agree.
1 second.
We're not here to talk with you. We're here to talk with whoever's in charge. You're not in charge, and neither is your father.
Punksa just says shut up and keeps walking.
But also, yes, shut up.
You want to make a check?
check.
You can either make a check on the guard or make a check on Baccharis. Because he's kind of following and looking like he's going to get in the way of the door.
I wouldn't
so
do
who's
that if I
making
were
a
you.
check?
What kind of check are you Well, does anyone want to make the check before? Because I promise Punksa is not going to make the check you're thinking she will.
It is intimidation against Baccharis, is the suggestion, or persuasion for the guard.
I will do persuasion for the guard.
Okay.
Midir can just pick up the small asshole.
You convince the guard, who kind of makes a shooing gesture at Baccharis,
Thank you.
and Baccharis just kind of does like grade school bad insults and kind of slinks back off to the shadows where he was hanging out.
Jesus.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
I'm younger
You
than
know,
you,
I have
and I
no
have
mention of the mother, so possibly not.
I'm younger than him, and I'm more mature.
His insults
saying.
are pitiful. He would
Mhm.
not survive even where I am from. They would tear him to shreds immediately.
Punksa once again thanks the guard and steps inside.
Yes. So the guard escorts you guys inside the actual chamber thing, introduces you as additional representatives from Vogler. Um, 8 serious-looking people sit around a broad table in the middle of a spacious hall. At the table's end, a tall man with plaited blonde hair and a velvet vest of blue and gold stands to greet you. Welcome, guests. I am Governor Kalof Miat. Your leader has briefed us on the situation in Vogler, his bold defense, and his eagerness to strike back against these invaders. As Miat says this, he nods to a man near him, Lord Baccharis, who glares at your intrusion. Tell us, are your people still preparing for battle?
We've evacuated. Also, he's not our leader.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Mhm.
Not our leader. We had to evacuate. Vogler has burned to the ground. There is nothing left. And trust me, we tried to fight. We're
I did
lucky
It
not.
to
didn't
be.
go well.
It didn't
It
go
didn't go
Too
well.
many.
Oh, and might I add, I didn't see this guy anywhere during the fight.
Mm-mm. All of us can speak to that.
Mm-hmm.
Punksa's just
So,
smiling.
So, you want to keep tooting your own horn over there, buddy?
he really wants to retake Vogler. Da, 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 da.
I mean, I'm
Let me
not opposed
check.
to the idea, but we kind of need to secure some
We need an army
help.
that we don't have.
Yes.
Yeah, we kind of
Mhm.
need to secure some help for the refugees, and we need a lot more planning.
I have a question, sir. Not sure how to address you, but sir, what did this guy tell you we got attacked by? Because again, we didn't see him at all. We experienced what was attacking that town. Do you even have any idea what you're going up against? Or wanting to go up against?
What you would be
Good
up
question.
against.
Would be up against?
That's a good
Yeah.
question, because I don't think he knows.
I don't think
He
he
kind of,
I think he
yeah,
knows and is saying
Horace
something.
doesn't fucking, he kind of blusters and goes, well, sellswords, obviously.
Oh no, it's a lot
Bandit.
worse than that.
Worse than that.
It's a lot worse
Worse.
than that.
Punksa's just going to shake her head. I fed
Mhm.
one of their soldiers to a dragon.
It's
A metal dragon, but a dragon of sorts.
It's a red dragon, alright.
Let's see here. So let me
Antha
So
see
raised her
basically,
hand.
here.
Oh,
if
Yes,
I
yes.
may, and I'm not trying to assume, but this guy would have you basically going to your death.
Charging him blind.
Antha sighs. They were using technology somehow acquired from Mount Nevermind. They were intentionally invoking the image of the dragons, and some of their forces were draconians, like those draconians.
They actually have completely blank looks when you go those draconian.
Lizard.
Sid, whenever I click your character sheet, it puts me into the character master.
Eh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's doing that to
Sorry,
me
hang on.
too.
I think
I think you
somehow.
didn't finish something.
I think I didn't finish something. Yep.
Except it also looks like
Honey.
level 5, and we aren't there yet. So,
No.
back up.
Well, because it
I don't know what it's
does.
doing.
There we go.
Yeah.
I should be out.
I was just trying to stare at.
Oh, good lord, they
Wait.
changed a bunch of shit. Eh.
They did.
Roll 20.
Or
Roll 20, everyone. There we go.
Zara, I think, has the highest passive perception.
Yes.
Zara
Antha-
notices, because I think Antha and Zara might be close. Passive, yes. Anyway,
Yep.
I heard you say you're Antha. What's up?
Yeah, Antha gives a summary explanation of what these soldiers were capable of. Aggressive, literally fall apart when killed with a gas that causes temporary petrification. and they were in sufficient numbers as to trivially overrun the town in spite of a existing defensive force.
As Zara notices that most of the council seems to be like looking directly at you guys and kind of ignoring Bakaris as you give solid details. Like they're definitely here more for information. Like they want information more than the council wants more information than just, yes, look at us, we plan to retake our burnt home.
A
Good.
blustering idiot.
Sure.
Than a blustering idiot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because Vogler is the largest community, but not the only community to have burned in the recent weeks.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
You are also the biggest community, the biggest community of survivors
Well, you're
out
welcome
of
for
all of
that.
these other
You're
villages and
welcome.
farms.
Even if I had shit rolls and apparently don't know how to use a fucking bow.
I mean, we're doing better than this guy.
Move to a
I mean,
different type.
you've been hitting, they've just been bouncing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
The governor is like, this is all dire news. My heart goes out to your friends and family, but I hope you can understand our reticence to welcome you all through our city gates. These aren't normal times. He gestures at a stern woman wearing armor embellished with the blue and gold colors of Calaman, Marshal, and she nods. I am Marshal Vendery, commander of Calaman's military forces. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not unique. Complete with experienced patrols of armored Calaman soldiers have been found cut down, complete with mysterious claw-like gashes in their armor.
Well, that
Punk's
explains
going
a
to
lot.
raise her hand. Excuse me. She's going to produce the armor that she got from the road before when she was on the way to Vogler. You mean like
Mhm.
this?
Yeah. So when you came in from the Vogler and you took the armor off the Silver Knights,
Yeah.
those are Salamnic.
I
But
mean
yes,
the wounds, not
claw
the
gashes, yes,
patrols.
claw gashes. Yes, quite like that.
Yeah, that's what we faced in Vogler.
You guys have given them the clearest information
Yes.
out of all of it. But yeah, they know nothing about Draconians. This is the first they've heard about a dragon army. She has experience, but she's used to raiders and ogres.
Punks is going to raise her hand again. We have that too.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
Yeah.
we had some ogres that were supposed to be working for Vogler, and they were bribed to work for the dragons.
Wonderful. So she's actually quite thrilled that you guys have all this information for her.
Suck it, fancy pants.
Did anyone? No, we haven't faced that many humanoids. Never mind. There's nothing we could have. I was gonna say when we killed the scouts, did we strip the scouts? I don't remember.
Punksa, the ones that were on the cliff, Punksa grabbed whatever looked important.
So you probably grabbed at least some kind of symbol off the mail if it would pop off with a shirt.
Like I said, I grabbed whatever looked like orders, identifying marks,
so yeah,
envelopes,
you
etc.
probably you have a battered suit of armor with the dragon marking on it then.
Yeah.
So she's thrilled. And I mean, she's not thrilled, but she's like fucking evidence.
Relieved, I would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've
Oh,
brought
yeah.
me more than anyone else.
Eager. Yeah. She's like, you know your shit, unlike Mr. Windbag.
Finally, someone who knows something.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but I was thinking it very loudly.
The governor does ask you guys and Darren to step outside if we don't have anything else to talk about while the council talks.
Yep.
Punks is just
Back
going to
with
raise her
you.
hand one more time, very politely.
Okay.
She's just going to say, We respect that you can't let us into your gates, but we do have many qualified fisher folk that can actually help with providing food if we need anything to trade. We're not unqualified refugees just looking for shelter. We're looking for a place that we can rest and contribute.
But,
Mhm.
you know, there are people who are in need of a new place to stay. So if there's any suggestions on that front,
Yep.
that would be helpful. Because I understand you aren't able to take everyone in.
Yes. So, you guys are left in the hall outside the council chamber, you and Darrett. Darrett's going, hopefully Calaman supports, supports and helps protect. It is a simple door if anyone wants to stick an ear against the wall.
Punksa is not. Punksa knows better than to do something that can get caught like that.
So what are we doing?
If you want to try to listen at the door, that is an option, or you guys can wait for about a half hour.
What do we gotta roll for
wait.
that?
I heard a wait.
I will.
Effie,
Effie wants to roll.
Well, what would we have to roll for that?
Wisdom perception. Just a roll a d20 wisdom.
Oh, wisdom or protection?
Yes.
Or perception?
Wisdom. Okay, so on your character sheet, you are looking for the one that says perception on your skill list.
With wisdom in parentheses.
Yes.
Oh shit. Hold on. No, not nature. Jesus.
You're looking for a butt.
Hold on. It's so little. My fingers are so fat.
Honestly, just super happy that we took the wind out of Fancy
good roll.
Pants' sails.
Yeah. Seriously.
Nice.
Like I said, suck it, windbag.
Eat the rich, eat the rich.
So you hear the marshal repeatedly interrupt Lord Bucaris, who's trying to spin something again, and she just repeatedly interrupts him.
Do you have any evidence?
Good, that guy needs
Slowly
to freaking
sounding
shut his
more
mouth.
and more frustrated.
I like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we ruin your little tale?
Anyway, after about half an hour, the doors open. Most of the council members just kind of file out. Their various guild leaders are going back to work. Marshal Vendry beckons to you from the door. And inside, Governor Miat and Lord Bucaris are still seated.
Punksa will come back in first.
Yeet.
She wants to be an imposing sight for Bucaris.
Just stare him dead in the eyes. Walk in.
Just going with the deer.
The governor bids you guys to sit. Take some of the empty seats.
Punksa shall.
I'm just gonna sit on Midir's shoulder because I'm a little bitty. And I want to be up high and see everything.
In a decisive tone, Governor Miat says the citizens of Calaman are prepared to offer your people shelter in the neighborhoods outside the city walls, the protection of our soldiers, and, while we can spare it, food from our tables. He folds his hands and fixes his eyes on you. There is a condition, though. They are concerned about, they were like, there's a fucking army, what the fuck? They don't have much information. Obviously, you guys do, because you've faced the foe, saved an entire village, and come here, unlike their scouts, who keep vanishing. In return for Calaman protecting the people of Vogler, Calaman's leaders would like you and Darrett to report to Marshal Vendry as special operatives in the Calaman military.
Ooh.
Okay, sounds fine.
Punksa will look to Venry, nod, and say, and you should call back your scouts if you have any means to.
If you're able to. Probably not the worst idea.
We have information they kind of need.
Any other questions about what being a special operative would really mean?
Punksa has no questions.
Okay.
She knows that this is heavy lifting that they'll want done. But she respects that other people in the party probably do. Looks at the smarty pants.
I apologize.
don't-
I had to miss the last several minutes due to being AFK. Please give me a quick.
Oh, I didn't notice you AFK'd. What did you last hear?
Basically, that Madame Vendry introducing the fact that we've been the best informants to date, and that
Okay.
significant patrols have been found cut down with claw marks.
Okay. Let me give you a quick.
Let me explain. No,
I did it.
let me
I
sum.
got him.
Guy explain.
Mm.
Alright, that helps me catch up a bit.
And then they will shelter, feed, and make sure the army patrols in that area so long to look after Vogler's civilians so long as the party agrees to be special operatives as in the Kalaman military.
I mean, I don't see why not. But I do. I mean, I am particularly squishy as a magic user. What sort of things would you have me do? And also, I'm kind of wondering if my contacts in the mages of high sorcery might have some way of helping.
Something to say about that?
Sorry. that was not their answer.
Definitely something to say about that.
Perfect timing.
I know, right?
Damn it,
I'm sorry. I've been drinking a lot of water.
Chinese food.
Mhm.
So special operatives. They aren't intending on folding you into the ranks. You are
Okay.
going to be your own unit because you clearly work together. Let's see. Did they give me any more options? There are things to see here. Darrett's also like, sure, I'll help out too.
Good lad.
Puncture's actually going to pause and say, Darrett, you are a good man and a good knight. But before you do that, perhaps you should speak with Mayor Raven and see if she would be more comfortable having you overlook your people first.
He goes, good point. I'll check with Raven first. But he does think that here he would be able to help with the army to both protect his people and also help counter the dragon army versus just protect his people.
Yes.
It's a good point.
It's still not a bad idea to check in, though.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
If she says go for it, we will be happy to have you.
Absolutely. We love you, kids.
Okay. Vendry says, well, if you guys are all, blah, blah, blah. Governor Mia is pleased, and he says that, okay, he's going to get the food and supplies heading out to Vogler's refugee camp. Marshal Vendry sticks her head out and gets guards to go start helping refugees relocate to the lodgings out by the trade gate. And then she looks to you guys, says, hey, my office is on the second floor. When you want to learn more about your new position within the army and your first duties, meet me up there. Until then, check on your people, familiar yourselves with the city.
Okay. Now is the time when I think Nissa is going to ask if there's anyone connected to the Mages of High Sorcery.
She kind of she takes a moment to think, and then she mentions there is an apothecary run by a lady who wears only black. She seems to be a maid. She's pretty sure that might be who you're looking for.
I'll be sure to check it out. Thank you.
Punksa is also going to ask if she knows any good bars where the soldiers tend to hang out. She wants to get to know her new compatriots.
And
Let
also
me
get a drink.
scroll and look at. I don't want this one, or I do want this one, but not just yet. Reporting for duty. Where is the description? Where is the castle? So she does. Oh, if you're looking for taverns, yeah. There's the Steady Beacon. The guard and officers do live in the castle, so there's that option too.
Sid has a question.
Yes.
Mentioned earlier that we were the most refugees that you'd seen come from any of these attacks. But you didn't indicate that there were no refugees. Do you have any idea, or do you have any of them still in the city or around the city? Because I'm kind of curious as to what they saw.
Many survivors. That kind of reads like they've got trickles of very shell-shocked people.
Nah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, there might be some also outside the trade gate, unless they had families in Calaman, which in that case she has no idea where they are now. Like if they were a family member who lived in an outside and they were able to stay with their uncle or something like that, they've been absorbed into the city. So they're either also at the trade gate or absorbed.
Okay, so kind of just maybe keep an ear to the ground kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And Punksa's just going to smile and say, I think that's all for me. But don't worry, I'm sure that Lord Baccharis will be more than happy to pay the way of his fellow Voglerites.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
She says, till I see you later. Darrett's like, okay, time to go back to see Raven. He's gonna go make sure. Da, da, da. Anyway, so Mayor Raven basically sees you guys coming back on the road and meets you at the edge of town. I don't know. What's the news?
Punksa's just going to smile and say, we have food, we have our assistance from the soldiers who will be patrolling the area to look out for our people. And if our people can contribute to the city, we should have no problem staying here. But they have no room in the city. There are many refugees, so they're forming camps outside the trade gate.
Turns out that ours was not an isolated incident.
She is thrilled that you guys have support, profusely thanking. She is alarmed and about the fact that this isn't an isolated incident. Darrett asks, hey, do you want me to stick around to protect you guys, or can I go join the military with the party? She says go for it, because she and the more able-bodied of the militia intend to also offer their assistance. She also says, stop calling me mayor. My people are here, and that is the important part, but the town is still back there, and I'm mayor of the town, so I'm just Raven now.
Punksa going to put her hand on the shoulder and say, No, you're mayor of the people.
I
Miss
mean, you can't
Raven,
really be mayor of a town if there is no town, or if there is no people.
Sid.
If there is no people, sorry, I misspoke. You can't really be mayor of a town if there is no people, but we have your people. That's what I meant to say. I apologize.
Miss Raven, if I may, you might want to keep an eye on Bakaris and his son.
Yeah, Mr. Blowhard tried to spin this a very fanciful tale. It was, entertaining for all of 3 seconds.
I mean, clearly they knew based on how much information we had of the actual incident, that we were not lying and that what he was saying was not true at all.
Full hot air.
But
Out of
I
character. Everything that man just said is bullshit, Your Honor.
but I have a feeling he's not done trying.
Funkstad's just going to shake her head and say, he is writing checks that he can't cash, but I don't know if he's malicious. I'm more worried about his son.
Yeah, that's why I said to keep an eye on both of them.
Both of them.
Because
Yeah.
I think they're not done trying to screw things over for everybody.
She says that she hasn't seen him return. So, but they'll keep an eye out.
I would definitely take anything he says with a grain of salt. Anything
grain.
any of them say.
Huge grain. Like mining size grain of salt.
And okay, so if you guys hang out for an hour or so, several wagons and a contingent of soldiers from Calaman reach the survivors' camp with food and supplies. And they start breaking up to like, okay, can you walk? Can you not? Do you need help? And start moving people to this group of buildings over by the trade gate. It's dry. It's safe housing. They're just simple wood buildings by the trade gate.
But better than sleeping under the stars.
Yep.
It's more than you could have.
If anyone wants to use medicine or artisan tools to help patch, just make. Why does everything want a fucking update today? I just watched the update thing pop up on Discord, and I'm like, no, this is not going to happen right now.
I can use artisan tools
to help make our accommodations more welcoming or anything.
I should have.
Ta-da!
Nice. Very nice. I should also have.
Yeah. Basically, Eintha and I should have plenty of artisans' tools to go around.
What did I
So the survivors are working on establishing a communal cookhouse, an infirmary.
Oh,
there we go.
cookhouse.
Does Tinker's tools actually
Those count as an artisan tool, yes, I believe.
Okay, cool. Tinker's tool attribute.
Aether does not have medicine, but does have herbalism kits.
Close enough, I think. So
Sid has medicine.
Yeah.
Aintha can go sit and help out in the infirmary. Sid can go help out in the infirmary.
What should I put? So when I put on the Tinker's tools, it asks me to input a value for attribute.
You can basically pick whatever, but normally it would be either intelligence or wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. I think my intelligence and wisdom are both the same.
Yes.
So pick one and go with it.
So I'll just go with whatever is up first. So there you go.
Oh.
You're welcome.
You are making things pretty.
Sid is attempting to help in the infirmary, but is also probably really tired because they did use quite a bit of their spells to take down, a full-on... What was that? What was it that Sid took down? Was it a giant or...
She was a half ogre as well.
Half ogre, okay, yeah. It took down a whole ass half ogre on their own, so
yeah.
Sid's a little tired, but they do try to help at least a little bit, even if it's not with healing. Probably at least doing like some patchwork. Being a gladiator, they do know about injuries quite a lot.
Yeah, I didn't really need to do too much. You guys took care of most of it, so I'm good.
Yep.
I can help.
Punksa is actually planning to return
Oh,
to
no,
the city
full
in a
ogre.
little bit.
You're right, full ogre.
Full
Anyway.
ogre?
Hello.
Yes!
Full ogre.
I am awesome. I am also exhausted.
Okay. So, one of the things that Vendry told you was you guys get lodging at the castle.
Ooh,
Nice.
very good.
Which would
Derek
free
and the
up
party get
space
lodging
for
at the
people
castle.
here.
Say that again.
Aether notes, that would probably free up more space for people here, which is probably desirable.
Yep.
Rather than us
Yep.
constantly being around.
Yeah.
Punksa thinks it's very nice, but has no opinion on it one way or the other.
It would be more space and more resources for the evacuees. Let me see here.
Mm.
Free lodging. Did they give that? Was that with board? Let me double check that. Free room and board. I think so. I think they feed you at least one meal. So,
Nice.
more resources for the evacuees. Eventually you're kind of lightly like, hey, we got this in handle. Thanks for saving our asses, but we got to put ourselves back together at this last step.
Punksa
Okay.
nods.
So,
If you're sure.
you are free to explore Calamar.
Yay!
I'm gonna head towards the apothecary that I've been told about. If anyone would
Who
like
wants to go
accompany
to the apothecary with the babby?
Antha sighs and volunteers.
Oh, don't get too excited or anything.
I saw Ethy speaking up.
What?
I saw your thing light up. I was wondering if you were saying something.
Oh no.
I think whatever AC Effie has might be getting picked up on something.
That might be doing it. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm in the room and I'm on my iPad because the computer gives out too much heat.
Ah,
Oh yeah, that's fair.
That's
yeah,
fair.
so
That
I
would
have
do it.
I had I had my AirPods in.
That would do it.
I was also drinking something that was a little slurpy, so that probably made it.
I did hear the Slurpee, but that's fine because I was doing that too.
Yeah.
Well,
To be
they're going to
fair-
the. Oh,
No,
Yes.
I was just saying to be fair. That's it. That's all.
yes.
Yep.
And while they're going to the apothecary's place, Punksa is going to look for anyone who wants to go get drunk and see about raising some spirits at the beacon.
Me.
Heroes are will come along.
Midir would also like to do that, and if someone can spot him a gold, he would like to get some chef's tools.
Ugh.
Oh, I can spot you a gold. I've got money.
Awesome.
Here you go. I will just take 1 gold out from my purse and give that to Madir. So now I have 9 gold pieces instead of 10.
All right.
I mean, I've been
Fabulous.
saying eat the rich, but I've been rich this whole time.
So, it's pretty easy to find the apothecary, and it is Aintha and Nissa going. Anyone else?
I think it was just those two.
Okay.
Yep.
So, while the
Someone
rest
needs
of
to
you
come
go
with
get
me
drunk.
Yeah, someone needs to come with me to make sure I don't lose my way because I am horribly bad at directions, and that somehow bleeds into my characters.
It really does.
Oh, I can probably do this. Let's see, where is GM layer? Layer. GM layer. I can't click the words? How rude. Fine. Oh, GM info. There we go. Layer. Map layer.
Aha!
Ah.
I figured it out.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay! It's not that far. It's just confusing.
Yeah, you just take a left and then take a straight and then you take another left and it's right there. Probably.
Probably.
It's got a big old sign saying only open when there's daylight.
Mm.
Sun goes down, she locks up. Wyhand's apothecary smells of licorice and pepper. The modest shop has a few meager tables displaying good luck charms, odd animal bones, and vials advertising various remedies. At the rear of the shop, a human woman with raven hair and a dark dress with feathered wing-like sleeves stands behind a counter heaped with open books. She looks up from her reading, eyes you with disinterest, and goes back to her book.
Hello. I was told there may be a mage of high sorcery here. Possibly. I don't know for sure.
Antha, meanwhile, is just quietly looking over some of the apothecary remedies and judging if they're, legit.
Rude. No,
He's not saying anything. Better. They know better, but they're looking.
Wyhan basically doesn't really respond to is she a mage or not? Is there anyone who's here a mage? Looks back at Nissa and asks if you have a scroll for her.
Didn't I get like a scroll from
You absolutely did.
Yes,
Yes.
you did.
So yeah, I mean she's gonna need like a ladder or a step stool or something to get up to the desk or whatever. But...
You can wave it around the edge. You're 3 feet tall. It's like maybe a.
I'm
You can
still
wave
small,
it up by
damn
the
it.
edge of the desk and she'll snatch it up.
Okay, I'm doing that.
And
You
then she
can
opens
reach the counter. You just can't necessarily look over the counter.
I can't see over it. I can't see anything. I'm little.
And just detect check. Did you open the scroll?
I was told not to.
But did you
I
listen?
believe. Because I take that shit seriously.
And what is your alignment?
I believe I'm chaotic good.
Okay.
Let me check. Yes, chaotic good.
So she looks at it and then she kind of gives you the librarian stare, except she's not even wearing glasses. So just imagine the librarian stare over the edge of the scroll, which it has to go pretty far.
She'll have to lean forward a little too.
Yeah, she has to lean forward a little and give you the librarian stare over the edge of the scroll.
AFK a minute.
Okay. She then asks, if you were to lose your magic, what would you do?
Good question. I've never really thought of a scenario in which I might lose my magic, but I guess it's as plausible as anything else. I don't know, I'd probably find a way to get it back, but also, find a way of managing myself in the meantime. Finding a way to defend myself. I mean, I'm not completely without other skills.
She when you just kind of go like, I'll find some way to deal with it, she's like, yes, deal with it the way every child says to fix a problem, sort of thing. Like a hard teacher who's like, I'm gonna find something to criticize in everything.
Nissa just rolls her eyes. She's experienced this type of person before.
Especially from a fucking black robe.
Wow, you can't just call people black robes.
Look at this. Can I... I will have to copy her image into chat. Because it doesn't look like I can actually... Open image, a new tab. It is not working right. So, appears I keep downloading it. Copy image. Here. Since it doesn't want to play nice.
Does it ever?
I will open it in my browser so people can see on stream.
Morgan, is that you?
Ma'am? That is a goth. That's just a goth.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
That's just a goth. Yeah, that's Morgan.
I mean, step on me, but also Cool your jets, lady. Jeez.
You're
She's
kind of
a
extra.
wizard of high sorcery. If she doesn't dress like this, how will everyone know?
Right?
I mean, your
Speaking of high
attitude does it pretty
sorcery,
well.
You don't get those robes without a bit of work, and like hell, you're not going to show them off.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's kind of like, those people who earn a PhD and then they insist that everyone call them doctor. I mean, it's like I don't I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying
I recognize that you put in the hard work to get that, but also, shut up.
it's like I can appreciate the time and the work that you put in to get the thing, but also isn't that a little pretentious?
Quite possibly.
I want to tell her to her face.
I'm not gonna say anything to her face, obviously, but
Right.
I'm just thinking it loudly.
How will you change the world with your magic?
Why am I being asked existential questions?
Antha visibly just puts two fingers at the center of her forehead, rubbing just a little. Yes, Antha's in femme form right now.
It's like, what does any
Not-
of this have to do with me asking if there's a mage of high sorcery?
Because she is part of the mage of high orders of high sorcery, and not just anyone can join. Answer the question.
Yeah, what was the question again?
Will you change the world with your magic?
I don't really want to change the world with my magic. I just want to protect the people closest to me. That's all I really want. That, and I really like setting things on fire. Hey, at least I'm honest.
Wondering why here just being like, mood.
All of the kitties are melting, so if I see one later, I will pet.
Okay. In that case.
Yes, I have been, but yes, thank you.
She kind of mutters something that might say, oh, and of course you sounds like a white robe. Which she then, in a louder breath, suggests that perhaps you would be interested in the white robes. She will contact her mages and petition for your inclusion to the organization. She'll contact you later when she hears back. And when she hears back, she will help you get transport to Wereth so you can go for the proper test.
Okay, thank you.
I can't say this because I'm not there, so I can't say it in character, but isn't that not what she came in there for?
I was just wondering.
This is wizard stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is pretty straightforward wizard stuff.
Antha would agree that this seems relatively straightforward for wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also
emotional, damn it!
With other things right now, things that might actually be world-ending.
Your magic might change the world sooner than you think, based on what you're saying. Antha responds with a certain, slightly warm bit of snark.
I don't want to think about that right now.
We kind of have to think about it, though. Again, things I can't say because I'm not there.
I need to come to the bar and not think.
I'm at the bar.
I'm not dumb.
Oh.
See, the thing is, she's still very young. She hasn't really had time to think about a lot of this stuff. And now that it's being kind of forced on her, she's a little insecure about
Her eyes are
herself.
getting big. She's thinking, "Oh no, what have I gotten into?"
Yeah, basically. She's basically coming to the conclusion that she is dealing with a foe that she might not be able to handle.
That's why she has
And
friends.
it's very scary.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very little.
But also, welcome to being a protag.
Yep.
So she just looks at Aintha and she says, "Okay, I think this is all we're getting. Let's go. Let's just go."
Well, you
But
leave before she demands you buy something or leave. So there you go.
yeah, there's
A victory.
A victory.
well, I mean, she's at least aware, and she knows when she's not wanted somewhere. She's
Don't
aware of that.
worry, it's just Wyham.
But she's just
Mm.
like, yeah, let's just go find the others and go conk out for the night or something. I don't know. Do I get my scroll back?
You don't need it. She's using it as part of her message to the other.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Later. Bye.
Antha
Bye.
just sighs and tosses and slides a single gold piece onto the counter. Will this covers 8 portions of your of standard cold temperature tincture.
You know, I don't actually have a shop list for her.
Basically, she's just buying something of use for the people back in our encampment.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're just.
Time to make up some
Excuse
bullshit.
me as I have to go searching for.
But yes, when she returns to the others, they will notice she's kind of visibly. I don't want to say disturbed, just kind of
Shaken? A little bit
shaken.
shaken?
Yeah, shaken.
Shaken.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not disturbed.
Shaken, not disturbed.
Oh my god, is there not something where I can just search standard potion shit?
Apparently not.
Improvise!
A standard potion of healing costs 3 GP. I think the parts are significantly cheaper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was just trying to be like, wait a minute, we're talking arcane magic. You are looking for stuff to. Well,
Yeah,
this is.
like treating colds and the like.
Mm.
The kind of petty illnesses you would get on the road.
Sure.
Tylenol or
Let's say
Theraflu.
yes then. Yes. Because that one, I found something, but it's not super helpful yet.
Mhm.
Cold syrup. You're buying a bunch of cold syrup. Yeah, 1 gold would be good.
Yeah. I
There we
definitely
go.
remember that the potion brewing rules are
Really rude.
Yeah.
incredibly bullshit. Yeah, it's just like, okay, this the way it's written, it's like this very much discourages brewing potions.
Yeah, the closest I could find is a healer's kit for 5 gold pieces. So whatever. You got cold syrup, cough syrup, that's close enough.
Uh-huh.
It's not super healing magic-y, but it's yeah. We're gonna call it good.
Yeah.
Why
We call it good.
you'd think this is something that would come up somewhere on the internet.
You would think.
You'd
It does
think.
come up a lot more in 3.5 and 4.
It sure does.
But you know what? Never came up in any edition of Dungeons and Dragons, and I've looked for years. Towels.
Oh my god, really?
Really?
Wow.
Well, apparently we just don't need
Blankets and
towels.
rags are basically the closest you get for that.
Yeah. Still.
It's a thing.
Oh goodness, these are expensive.
Oh no.
Potion of water breathing, 750 gold pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the costs are usually involved in the expense, in the cost of materials and experience.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Like giving your clothes a +5 magic. It's an oil you have to rub in. 3,000 GP and 3.5.
Jeez.
How to rub in that salamander oil, right?
No.
Ooh.
Yep.
No.
No.
Punks of flexes.
No. Wait, no. If it's Punksa, I would be fine with it.
So I take it that Eintha and Nissa are trying to get back to the bar now,
Yeah.
where
we're
they know
here.
the others are.
We're heading
Yes.
back to the bar now.
So
Okay.
I'm just setting the scene for ye old DM. Punksa has been trying to get people to warm up to her by buying rounds for the entire bar, especially any soldiers that may be present. She's not drinking too much herself, which is relative to other people. She's probably had 3 or 4 flagons as opposed to other people taking full advantage of her buying drinks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And basically, she's been trying to find information about what people have been finding out, if not officially, then things they've been hearing from friends, sources, etc.
And Sid is also there doing pretty much the same. Also trying to not get completely wasted because information is important. Tiny. Is also tiny.
They
Itty bitty.
they kind of keep turning it back, like, but what have you heard? And we hear like, word has already spread among the guard that you have actually seen these things.
And
You've
Punksa
faced these things and run. Or made it out alive. Not quite run, but you know what I mean.
And the good thing is Punksa is actually ready for this one.
Ooh.
And the trick is she also knows that this story is worth some drinks. So when guards ask this, she'll say, I'll be happy to tell you, and wave her empty flagon and say, but it's a story best told over something to drink. And once she does have it, she is gladly going to recount the reenactment that wasn't.
Of the metal dress.
No, the reenactment with the militia and traitorous mercenary band. And then if people are buying more drinks, she's gladly going to tell her story about how she fought the fire-breathing metal dragon and fed a draconian to it. And show off the scar she got from getting her legs sliced open. She's here to make friends and sell in.
Very popular, yes.
Uh-huh. And Medea is not going to correct her on the metal dragon.
I just realized something. Where is Azara during all of this?
I was with I had ended up going with Punksha.
Oh, did you? Okay,
But is she
okay.
Contributing to the stories?
I mean, Sis contributed to the stories. Okay, I wasn't sure because for some reason I was like, wait, did we actually hear where Azara was going to?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, I said she was ready for some drink.
Ah.
She needs to let off some, she needs to let off some steam around her.
And I'm sure she'll probably be more than happy to tell the soldiers that those damn things have been eating arrows like you wouldn't believe.
Exactly. And how she has a hate-love relationship with her fucking bow.
No, you just phrase it like they take that many arrows to kill.
There you go.
And you become a hero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Punksa is gently guiding stories to say that she's been lobbing arrows left and right, and she's downed a few, but they're taking a lot.
Yeah. Considering, her job is, to do that.
And Sid is going to also get to tell the story of how they managed to bring down an entire full orc.
Ogre.
Ogre.
Ogre,
Sorry,
yes.
ogre, not orc. Sorry,
Slightly different things,
sorry.
but yes.
Not orc. Punch cup. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Puts the kender on the table, and I took something down 3 times my size.
Exactly on the table.
Yes. The point of this is not so much to ferret out a ton of information, but more to raise morale, get some information, and raise the spirits of what she hopes are new friends.
Yes.
Well, and I mean, if
and-
you really, when you think about it, though, the more we give, the more they're likely to give, even if it isn't right away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they don't have much. They don't have any more information like, oh, yeah, their buddy from a different squad never made it home. Those kind of like, is this the thing you went up against? Man, you're tough because he didn't make it home. Little bit of summertime cheers. And then, not cheers, but, a salute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Raising the glass.
Raise the glass.
Raising the glass
Raise your
to him.
glass.
And
Um,
before we end this, Punksa will note that and say, "Oh, and if you ever getting close with one of these things and one of their friends, here's a little trick you can try." She says, "Sid, get on the table real quick."
Yes, ma'am.
And she's just going to grab Sid in a full Nelson and say, "You can get them from the back. Their wings get in the way." And then says that'll open them up. And just once they're done, shove them away quick. She's not going to shove Sid away.
It's okay.
Wow.
Sid is all here for this reenactment.
Yeah. Basically showing off for the boys.
Yes.
And hopefully
Yeah.
giving them advice.
So
no doubt Nissa and Ainta come in as Punksa is full Nelsoning Sid.
For a moment, Nissa's a little alarmed, but then she looks at Sid.
Who
and
is
like,
grinning?
"Oh, okay, this is fine.
I heard
This
ink
is
start.
fine."
Anta just sighs. They just blinked a few times.
Yeah, Nissa's just looking things over, making sure everything's okay, and then it's like,
I'm just,
I'm too
like
tired.
Sid manages to wave like off to the side with one arm pinned, like, "Hi guys."
Yeah. Punk's also going to see Nissa and Ainta come in and say, "Oh, and these two. That one spread some oil on the ground and kept them tripped up for hours." Pointing at Ainta.
Was awesome.
Ainta recognizes and is nonplussed at the art of overselling someone's performance.
Yeah.
And then Punks is going to look at Nissa and say, "Hey, Nissa, you want to tell how you made that one guy puke?"
That was great.
She just kind of stares for a few moments and is like, "Can I eat first?"
Speaking of,
Aw.
Midir, if allowed, would have actually been assisting in the kitchen to keep the bar fed.
Nice.
Just,
Yeah, this is just like she's somewhere between. I kind of want to tell the story, even though it's really not anything special, but also I'm too tired for this shit. It's like I'm too tired for this right now. I'm so tired.
Oh,
She'd
baby.
probably be more willing to talk if someone bought her a plate of potatoes.
Coming up.
Hint.
Hint, hint.
Are you making a potato joke? Are you saying a potato?
Anta just sighs and orders some food the slightly more normal way. They are not interested in dealing with all this right now.
Aw, spoil sport. No fun.
Aw.
No, they will accept it being around. They're just not choosing to partake. Pulling up some devices and pulling up some of the Tinker's tools and just kind of poking around a little.
Are you feeding your new kitten?
The kitten.
They will eventually be They will eventually glance towards Kitty, and make sure that some choice meat is sent in the cat's direction. They know.
Wonderful.
They kind of understand how cats work. Kind of.
Nissa holds a hand out to let Kitty sniff.
Nyeh.
I wish to pet Kitty calmingly.
Pet kitty.
Pet kitty.
Aetha has just been randomly scratching Kitty when remembering that Kitty exists for
So when Kitty headbutts elbow,
and
Yes.
various other times on top.
when Kitty chooses to stand in the middle of lap.
As kitties are wont to do.
Yes.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready to head back to Calaman Castle.
Probably carrying a few people, but yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's just kind of half hanging off of Aetha's wheelchair, half pushing Aetha along, half being dragged by sheer momentum.
Yeah, she's tired, and she's had.
Oh, baby girl.
She's very tired.
Sid tried not to get drunk, but you know, when stories are going and the alcohol's flowing and you're all of 3 foot nothing, there is a Sid draped over top of Puncture's head, and probably at least one person on each shoulder, one of the knights on each shoulder.
Probably.
So, I'm assuming we probably think it's late by this point.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys are directed to the 4th floor when you get to the castle.
Oh, goody! I gotta climb up all those flights of stairs. I'm just gonna curl up in one of the stairwells and sleep for a bit.
My dear,
Sorry.
carry her.
Yep.
Aetha just sighs as they pick up their wheelchair to drag it up the stairs.
I need more
Madeir
wheelchair
also
space.
and Madeir will just grab Aetha's wheelchair and Aetha.
Effie, is Azara walking or is she being carried?
Whose
How much
shoulders
would
is she-
Azara have drunk?
Probably a lot. She's probably gonna need to be carried.
So
a
what
little
if
bit.
Slapot's on Punks' shoulders then?
Yay!
So you're directed to what was once a small ballroom. A row of pillars sculpted with knotwork and images of knights supports a vaulted ceiling. Faint light shines into the room through tall windows facing the mountains to the south, because it's nighttime now. So it's whatever torches are in the city managing to hit your window at all. One corner of the hall holds a collection of plain cots and empty chests, and nearby stands a large wooden table. There is enough cots and chests for all of you.
Yay.
Ooh, nice.
There are also
Yay.
3 small private rooms that connect to this hall, which you could also use if you want.
Aetha will prefer to go for one of the private rooms, given the choice.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I
dump
do
Sid
not
on a
mind one of
cot.
the others being with, but feel like they should create a space where they can close the
Door better.
They can close the door and prevent the cat from disappearing.
Ah,
Yeah.
good point.
A noble pursuit, if somewhat futile.
That does seem to be quite happy with the wheelchair, but how long? Yeah.
Punksa does not need a private room. Punksa will very happily take a cot or even the table.
Nissa just wants to sleep.
Madeir will take whatever is
I think you have
whatever
to
will
drag the
not
cot
collapse.
into the private rooms.
Huh?
I think you have to drag the cot into the private room. It's set
say
up
that-
for everyone to be involved.
You
Aetha
say that like it's a
doesn't
problem.
Aetha doesn't even bother dragging a cot, just setting up, setting up the bedroll and other materials, like, they're just not even bothering property unless someone actually steps in.
Punksa is actually probably going to step in to help people.
Yeah.
Moving cots, setting people down.
Just drop, just drop Sid wherever.
On a cot.
I was gonna say preferably on a bed, but yeah.
Here's honestly probably going to just bedroll on the floor somewhere because he's 8 feet tall. He's 8 feet tall.
You just
Logically speaking.
Chest at your foot end. Make sure the chest's level with your cot and your feet are on the end of the chest.
Speaking as a 6'5" dude, this is the way.
Yep. This is the way.
So yes, getting people set up
Yeah.
and resting for the night.
Okay.
Nighttime sleeping music. Transitioning into daytime.
Transitioning into daytime. I'm assuming there's something like a mess where you guys could filter in with some of the soldiers.
Oh, well, sure.
And then you guys can head to Marshal Vendry's office.
Yes, first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning, right after she sat in there you guys are.
Punksa is annoyingly a morning person, I'm discovering.
Sid is not.
Nissa is still rubbing at her eyes. She got sleep. She was tired. She got sleep, but it was not restful sleep.
Ancestors successfully completed their trance and still is back to masculine-ish form.
Sup, broski?
We are let in by an aide. Marshal Vendry's office is spare. It holds a little more than a desk heap with documents, shelves filled with rolled scrolls, and a board on which is pinned a map of the surrounding province of Nightland. Vendry stands as you enter. Thank you for coming. I won't mince words. We're in the dark regarding the dangers I fear fast approaching our gates, and your role will be to change that. But first, you must have questions.
Punksa's just going to say, I don't, but then I never was the one for those details. She's just going to look at the others.
Okay. Ainta, did you have things to ask?
Ainta considers carefully. Well, it seems that it seems like you've got a plan. Got at least the start of a plan, which is more than we've got. But we've got the information, which is more than you've got. They will then proceed to dive into explanation of what they observed, etc.
She nods. She's taking notes again now that she can, because she didn't have anything to scribble on during the meeting. If anything got left out, she'd be like, hey, I thought I heard something, and then, but you mentioned this. So she's a very active note taker. She noticed. She's paying attention. She's listening.
Dutiful note taker. Good.
She says that she has gotten several people from Vogler. They will not be working directly with you, but possibly in the future, maybe. She's got places she's got to put them. She's still working out what to do with you guys exactly. It may be another day or two before she has a solid idea of what she'd like you guys to handle. You know, stuff that you guys would be better for than her military. Also, add 5 GP, each one of you.
Oh,
Thank you.
That pays for the drinks last night.
yay!
We're paid in the military is paid in advance. It is 5 GP per week. So I don't know if this thing will even, we'll try to figure out how many days it is, and then we'll, If you guys need any new equipment, it is all mundane, light armor or medium armor. There is an armory on the first floor that you could swap stuff out for.
Mm.
Antha does actually examine this, what with their elf weapon training, and will quickly add a short sword to their stock.
Okay,
Punk's actually going to try and get some throwing axes.
so hand axes, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think it's just folded into hand axes. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's any mundane light armor or medium armor.
Armor. Heh. Flex.
Armor. My defense would be way worse with armor.
Actually, while you've been, now that you're here in the morning, written, if I remember right, Sid was touched by Kiri Jolith, the god.
Yes, I think so.
You recognize a lot of this artwork and stonework
Mm.
as the god who just so recently licked you. Because Kiri Jolith is the warrior god, and he is the patron of Solamnic knights,
Oh.
specifically Knights of the Sword. So now that it's daytime and you're not drunk, you are like, wait a minute.
Hang on.
The statues and some of the stonework of this
God.
castle are very Solamnic.
Thanks, Jay. He just played level up. Still trying to get used to this whole blessed thing. I guess the pertinent question then would be,
I will send you to Jesus.
I don't think Jesus has anything to do with it.
I just thought it was appropriate since we're talking about God.
Yeah. That was the question was going to be, is there a church and or place of worship and or something, temple, etc.?
Not really. Oh, come on. Scroll. Yeah, not that I'm really seeing.
Okay, well,
Because again, the gods have been like silent, dead silent for like 300 years.
yeah.
So the fact that
so
there's these
we're in Guild Wars.
statues. Yeah, there you go. We're in Guild Wars.
Awesome.
Love that for us.
So, like, if you look out, you could be like, you could see where that could have once been, but that's also really clearly got like the smoke of a forge coming out of it instead. You know. Like, if there was a more chapel-like building that survived the cataclysm when the gods fucked over the world, it has been repurposed. The fact that this castle still has some nice statuary is pretty rare.
Well, maybe that'll be enough.
Yeah.
It would be kind of nice to get some guidance through all of this because, you know, being touched and then ran away. Or they ran away, rather. Like, you didn't give me any instructions. You just poked me in the forehead and said, get to it.
Congratulations! You're chosen! Bye!
I don't think you're getting guidance. I think at the end of this, you're going to be the guide.
Awesome.
Oh, wow, godhood. Sounds great.
Oh.
If you
I love
have
being
no
Cormier.
other questions for Vendry, she's like, enjoy your next day.
Funksa is actually going to say, once they reach that point, one thing that we need to do make absolutely sure of, and I know we've covered this, but I need to cover it again because it's hit me twice. Don't kill these things in close quarters.
She scribbles it larger.
She's going to say, I demonstrated at the bar last night, but we really should be doing some close quarters training to teach your knights how to kill something and run.
You
Everyone
gotta
learns
avoid
how to disengage.
You gotta avoid those AoEs.
Oh boy, do you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if no one else is making sure of it, Punksa is. She's been stoned twice. She does not appreciate it.
It's
Yeah.
not the fun. It's not the fun kind of stoned.
No, it sure is not. Anyway,
It's
Derek-
also not the even less fun kind of stoned, though. So.
I heard Derek. Come on, little boy.
Derek catches you guys like within like 5 minutes of you guys leaving her office. Derek is there.
Hi, Derek. What's up?
He spent yesterday demonstrating his training for Marshal Vendry and her commanders after, you guys went to the bar, he went to go show off. Not really show off.
Well, I mean, he should.
But, prove where he is basically. She was pleased, and he's going to work with her on training a new unit of soldiers.
Yay.
But he is
Good.
also still your buddy. He's not your commander, but he's kind of an envoy. He'll deliver orders, and if you need him to talk for you guys, he can step up.
Yay.
He's on the 3rd floor if you need him. He is at, lodging among the castle guards. And he grabs each of your hands in turn and thanks you for all you've done for him and Vogler, and hopes to continue to learn from and support you.
Aw.
You're
He's such a good
adorable.
bean.
Aww.
Protect the
Aw.
child.
Punksa's just going to pat him on the back and just say, you got to quit thanking us when you're going to be starting doing this help stuff too. You got to start getting ready for the thanks.
Mhm.
Prop this boy up.
He.
So you have another day to wander around. Ah, yes, I remember this art. Okay.
Mm,
So what shall we do today, fellow friends?
Same thing we do every day.
Try to take over the world?
Try to
I was
survive.
going to say cause trouble, but sure.
uh-huh.
Try to survive
That
someone
is,
else taking over
kind
the
of
world.
cause trouble.
Alt and double click. Yeah, at this point, it's thwart someone from taking over the world.
Oh. Well, I thought we were taking over the world. I got some wires
I mean,
crossed.
that would thwart someone else from taking over the world.
If you answered that at the apothecary's place, you'd have gotten a much better response.
Uh-huh.
Nah, honestly, Nissa doesn't really want to. She's kind of like, the thing is, she's never really thought about changing the world with magic. She just finds it interesting. and she has a talent for it, so she may as well put her talent to use somehow.
Yeah.
She just doesn't really know how yet, other than lighting oil on fire.
Lighting on oil on fire is a very valid option.
It is. It's
Uh-huh.
worked. It works, doesn't it?
works.
Yeah, it works well.
Oh, and making people puke.
Yeah. It just
could've
works.
As a
gotten a full meal
soldier,
out of
Just works.
It just
okay,
works.
let's see. I am on the map layer. Do. Doing another MS Paint map.
Yay.
Everyone's favorite.
Such is the way of things.
Quietly grab something for Leia.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm sure you've seen it before. Video game channel videos.
Yes. I have that on my Spotify.
Yes. It's great.
Yes.
It just works. It just works.
I wonder
So
if
if we're
there's a
go-
sound clip of that.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I feel like I need that for reasons. Reasons mostly pertaining to I play Skyrim.
If we're getting an MS Paint map, that means we're getting some fun.
Yee.
Yeah.
Oh man. I wonder who's gonna try
gonna
and fight
set it
us
up.
now.
Why is it not opaque enough? Oh no, there goes Effie.
We lost Effie.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I just gotta figure out which of my sound clips to kick out. Hold on.
I'm still here. I'm just muted real quick.
Hmm.
It disappeared from the game.
You disappeared from game for a moment.
What the heck? I don't know why. I'm still in there. But just give me a few minutes.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, so I have over channel points. I have okay, I have a couple of them I could probably switch out if I find it.
Okay. Now, let me put these, let me say snap to. And
I did. I found it.
Yay.
Okay, so I need to figure out which of my alerts I'm gonna trade out. Or which one of my
My apologies. 1 minute again.
I think I'm going to delete that one.
And back.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Okay. So, you've got another free day.
Yay.
And so you enjoy your free day. Next morning, Darrett meets you guys in the hall, or right after the mess hall, and says that they're like, what the heck was that mechanical dragon? They're like, that is kind of fucked up. That breath weapon area, that's a problem. There's a gnome who lives 12 miles south. Her name is Tatina. Rukeldust. And Vendry would like you guys to go to Rukeldust's home and see if she knows anything about this device. Even if Rukeldust doesn't know anything, they'd like Rukeldust to come to the city.
Punks is just going to furrow her brow and lean over to Sid and say, Why are we asking a gnome mechanic about a dragon?
Facepalm.
The
Oi.
fingers go to the forehead again.
Oh, everyone just.
Yeah,
Look, I
yeah.
crit failed my perception. You're never going to convince her it was a machine.
We can.
Good try.
I can provide some knowledge, but yes, a specialist may be more useful, and their assistance would be more assistance would probably be a good thing for us to have.
Sid just pats on the back of the head. It's obviously sitting on the shoulder still. Just don't worry about it, big girl.
Maybe we could get them to tell more about the gnome flinger. That was useful.
I mean, we could tell them about the gnome flinger too, but we also need to talk about the dragon. Just don't worry about why.
Just trust us. It's okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, big cat.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so
So we're going on a field trip. And our favorite rocket
Going
ship.
on a field trip.
Going on a field trip in our favorite rocket ship. Shut the fuck up. Aha!
Uh-oh.
We lost
Someone
someone.
went by
Oh no.
Oh, Ink died. Oh no.
Ink died. Ink died.
Ink appears to be on the way back.
yeah. Don't know.
Okay. Anyone want to do a history check as you just start your trip south?
I can do a history check. Let
Oh.
me do a history
Here
check.
knows nothing about South.
Ink does not pass. Cast, however, Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Aintha does not pass. It's like, yeah, this is just where humans live. This is a village human area. Cass, it is a Salamnic province. It's Nightland, which encompasses both the Dargard Mountains, and Kalaman is widely said to be the land of eternal twilight where the sun never shines. In reality, the area is gloomy and sees a frequent drizzle, but hardly suffers from a cursed darkness. It's Seattle, not Mordor.
Having been to Seattle, I can agree.
And on your trip, guess what? It rains.
Oh, it really is Seattle.
Yeah,
Seattle.
Seattle.
It's
Light
certainly
rains.
ain't Seattle this year, I'll tell you that.
Right, it's fucking
Yeah.
dry, man.
Right now, we're just kind of in the middle of I'm melting. I hate everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Melting.
I'm melting. Oh, what a world. What a world.
I need to cancel my Time Magazine subscription.
Clear out my internet browser history.
And so on a hill stands an unusual structure that resembles both a cottage and a metal fortress. I probably should have used a different color for the house, but it's too late now. Actually, no, it's not too late. I can adjust that real quick.
Yeah, you haven't shown us yet.
Yeah.
I have not
We
shown.
haven't seen it.
We haven't seen anything. I know nothing.
You saw nothing.
And then if I go
No,
to...
I really did. I really did see nothing.
Yeah.
Let me put this on the background layer. There we go. And then if I delete that, and delete that, and then I can put a
Oh my
different
gosh.
color.
Hi, Reiko.
Hello, Reiko.
Rico.
Well, now you can fulfill the pet a kitty.
I can, and I can give her kisses because she jumped up on my desk. And we don't have the lights on because it's too hot, so she scared me. You startled your mother. You big brat. Oh, you are turning down my volume. Please don't do that. You were just... There is not enough room. I'm sorry. This is not a big enough desk for Kitty and everything else that I have here. No, honey. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, Reiko, honey, you need to go over to your spot. Please go over there.
Okay, when I clip map, it kind of looks how I want. So we will try it in a second. Kinda. Okay, let me undo a little bit more here.
Lay down.
Good luck.
Reiko. I love you, dear, and I'm giving you pets, but you need to not walk over my keyboard.
He says, was that a challenge?
And visibly sighs as they recognize the particularly gnomish nature of the construct in question.
It's very gnomish.
Yeah.
I think
Of course,
my
you
neighbor
guys
was one of those.
are getting very MS Paint. So, the building bristles with steaming pipes and whirling devices, and it is currently under siege.
Oh,
Amid
boy.
clanging metal contraptions, goblins try to breach the structure.
Oh,
I
lovely.
love that.
Love that for us.
Yeah, I think my neighbor also had those goblins.
Blink,
So,
blink.
Is this just your neighbor?
No.
nope. Come here.
I was
Antha
kidding.
just calmly reaches for their bow.
Another day, another battle.
Funksel looks at Sid. You want me to ride you closer, or do you just want me to set you down and me do my own thing?
We ride!
That sounds naughty.
Not in front of the goblins.
So that's safe to say in
Goblins
front of the child, but not the goblin. Okay.
Oh, look at all those lovely goblins.
And all those chickens!
Look at all them chickens!
Why is it not green on yours? Okay, let me mess with my layers again.
I was going to say, that seems the most logical explanation.
What the heck is wrong with my fucking layers?
Where's
I don't even know which layer that one's on,
it?
that you could see it like that. So let me... Background. Layer. Map.
Read!
Okay, there's a yard. There's a house.
Look at all those
Welcome
chickens.
to MS Paint.
And there's
So-
goblins.
And there is goblins.
Why are there so many goblins?
Welcome to Jurassic Paint.
Oh, the goblins arrived in the gremlin.
Amid
Lucky I
clanging
can
metal
vote.
contraptions, goblins try to breach the structures, impeded by gadgets that spin, snap, and thrash in the yard. Every few moments... Well, let me also put that on map layer. There, the house is a little funnier looking.
Ooh, art.
A gnome appears,
Hello, gnome friend. I too am.
flings a new clockwork device, and yells insults. And then she vanishes back into...
This reminds me of my family reunion.
Damn, I want to go to one of your family reunions.
Antha
Oh, wait.
just glances concerned.
Imple.
You think they'd be used to this with having spent several years at fricking Nevermind? No, they still find new things to concern themselves with.
Yeah.
She just
See,
pops out of the window, flings a new clockwork device. So, I have so many goblins to roll initiative for.
many.
And if I don't roll for each one, I will forget one of them.
So, initiative.
Did we want to roll initiative and
Riker?
then...
We need to put our things on the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, put your tokens, I would say, probably around the southern edge of the lawn.
I will make this work. There. Oh, what's my old picture?
I think you have to adjust it somewhere else. I'm not quite certain.
Yeah, I think there's so if you go into the thing, bio and info, attributes, blah blah blah. There's got to be something for token. I can't remember where I found it.
Yeah, there's
Why am I so little?
Because
I
you're a
mean,
small creature.
I mean, yes, I'm little, but I'm also little on the token.
Yeah, I adjusted your token and it shrunk you. And it has shrunk no one else. So I don't know what I did.
Oh, okay.
it's the eternal mystery.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. I'm little.
Yeah.
Now I'm just really represent myself. Okay.
Okay.
I will roll some initiative. I roll.
Yeah, if you
my
click edit
initiative.
under bio and info, it'll have a token
Oh, damn.
option.
Tibby,
Damn, I rolled
Really?
terrible on that.
Oh yeah, there's a thing of under avatar.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
token
Tibby, you want to say
Yeah.
hi?
Wait, where?
Yeah.
in the same place where you changed the first one. There should be one underneath it that's for
Mhm.
token. So bio, edit.
And Midir rolled really well.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Oh, of course I got a nat 20 on yes. That
Hey,
means I'm not gonna get one later when it matters.
Of course, of course. That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh well.
I count
What?
11
You were
target
asleep.
plus the clockwork chaos.
yeah, Tybalt's yelling at me to go to bed.
I'm sorry, Tippy. Soon. Or we could stop right here if we want. We're on a nice page.
I was-
One of
This is a pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, once we roll initiative,
Yeah.
we can just pick it up next week.
That is such a
I
big
rather
initiative
like
thing.
this as
I'm
well.
regretting. 10 goblins.
Jeez.
I mean, at least they're all
Okay.
just goblins.
Oh, really quick, Aintha, give me just a d20 roll. We're rolling off for initiative. And Sid and Azara as well.
Just a d20.
What am I doing?
First, Aintha is rolling against me for who gets better initiative. Aintha becomes the lower one. Oh. Okay, so Azara, Rin, and we're just gonna go in order of who got highest, lowest.
So what are we rolling for?
So I see Azara and Sid as having 12s. So Azara is now 13.
Oh.
We had the same initiative, basically. So,
Oh, okay.
trying to
Yeah.
place.
Actually, Sid, roll again. We tied again.
Oh boy.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. And except for these two goblins who I really don't care about, there we go. Everyone's initiatives are not tied. Okay.
Not a
All right.
12.5.
Because they got, I mean, I could bump you up to 14.
No.
And then bump that goblin up to 13.
I was looking up on the goblin. It's funny.
Yeah,
It's
there's-
funny. Like I've never seen like a half.
I do the halves for when it's tied and there's another number that's close, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
these goblins going 9, 8, 7, 7.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will probably get the drop on them.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, a gnome throwing clockwork bullshit out of their windows is pretty distracting.
It's very
Yeah.
distracting,
Sure.
yes.
Okay. Save.
Oh.
As
Agreed.
Right. I need to log in real quick to ESO.
It's-
I guess we're done for the night.
Yeah, we sure
We are done for the night. We're wrapping up a little early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, we
Just-
would have combat that would last for easily an hour or more.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
next time we will deal with this cavalcade of goblins.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to miss it.
Woohoo!
Next time
Cavalcade?
on next time on Cavalcade, yes. Next time on Aba-DnD-onia Ball Z or something.
Next time on whatever the hell this is.
whatever the hell this is.
Mhm.
On MS8 D&D maps.
I don't know. It is this heat wave is supposed to last until Wednesday, which of course is what I'm supposed to also be streaming, and so is Tess is supposed to be streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to Tess and see what she says about it if we're even gonna want to. I know it's less hot in Seattle, but not by a whole lot. So
Mhm.
Not by a
Fucking
whole
92 degrees today.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean Tess also
I think
Tess also lives in a basement, so.
It is
Exactly, so she's
slightly
a lot
cooler.
cooler.
Yes, but I will see if I will probably just post it on Twitter whether or not I'm actually going to stream. But if we do, we are just kind of trading back and forth Guild Wars and Final Fantasy right now until one of us decides to do something solo. Which I have thoughts about some solo stuff I want to do, but at the moment I would like to continue with Tess if we are able to not melt in the meantime. But other than that, regular streaming on a Sunday with more Endwalker, and hopefully at that point, it does say that it's getting cooler after Wednesday, so.
And
And I want to
Panuis.
play some more Baldur's Gate, but I can't because it's too damn fucking hot in here.
I know.
More
Mhm.
Banui.
More
It runs so hot.
Banui.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 78's going to feel wonderful after this.
It sure is.
Mhm.
Ugh. So ready
I am
for it.
not looking forward to the 90 to 79 drop on Thursday to Friday.
Yeah.
That's going to give me a headache.
Ours
And
is
by that, I-
saying 103, 103, 92, 88, 80, 76 on Sunday. So Sunday will be
That sounds
wonderful.
manageable. Going in that kind of layered.
Yeah.
Mid-year, you still don't have information on my initiative tracker. What the heck is up with your... My
Nadir
initiative
frickin'
tracker...
critted that.
Nadir's at the very top.
No, I don't have HP and AC on my tracker.
Oh,
Oh.
But I see it there, and I see it here.
Madeir
Well, I'll
likes
just hit save, and there it goes. It shows up. So it's roll 20 being a shit.
Madeir just likes to be a mystery, obviously.
Midir is going to be a cryptid, so I can't exactly blame roll 20, but I'm going to blame roll 20.
That is fair.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hmm?
How about I see... What if we just manually keep track of your rage on your character sheet, on your character token in red? You say you have 4 rages currently?
3.
3 rages?
Yeah.
There, I manually added it to your token.
There you
we go.
Perfect.
It's under nothing, but you will know. And I will
I'll
know.
know.
It's your rages.
Yeah.
Debbie.
Good night,
Debbie,
stream.
Debbie.
Night.
Oh.